Hello everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. This is my video talking about possibly the worst PTB update, whatever you want to call it, in Dead by Daylight history. This is probably one of the worst updates I have ever seen personally. And I've been out of the loop time and time again. Sometimes I take breaks. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Sometimes I take breaks, sometimes I don't, sometimes whatever. But anyway, we're gonna right into it here. We're gonna start off with I don't care about that. New survivor, Rick Grimes. New perk. We don't care about this one. We don't care about this one. And we don't care about this one. Apocalyptic ingenuity kind of worries me. Just because of the whole rebuilding pallets. That can be abused a lot for pallet saves by Swifts. But that's the least of our worries here. It gets worse with Michonne. So, we have Conviction. After you've healed one survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery, press the ability button 2 to recover instantly. You gain broken, then are downed after 20, 25, and 30 seconds. I probably don't even need to tell you why this perk is going to be literally the most broken thing on planet Earth. Take the killers I play, for example. Twins, Knight, and Clown. And Hero Head to an extent. He was my original main, but I don't play him anymore. Those are the three killers I play probably the most. Let's see. Twins. This is going to suck against Twins. This is going to be great against Twins, I should say. Terrible for the Twins player, because if you get a Victor down, they can pick themselves up in 25 seconds. Not 25 seconds. In 7.6 seconds. And, yeah, they can pick themselves up in 7.6 seconds. That gives you no time to get over there and pick them up. So, what are you supposed to do? They get downed again in 20 seconds. We'll use the purple tier 3 as a basis because everyone's going to use that anyway. So, they get down again in 20 seconds. But this does work with plot twists, so you could just down yourself and pick yourself up and you're fully healed. And there's also an exploit with visual. I'm loosely calling it an exploit because it might just be intended. Who knows? But with the visual, you can recover from the broken before the perk will down you. So what people do is they outlast the broken, heal themselves because healing is really fast, and then whenever they're supposed to go down, it just injures them. So the perk just injures them. I don't know if that's intended. It would not surprise me if it was, because this is quite possibly the most retarded dev team I've ever seen in my entire life. Not basing it off of just this patch, but there's a lot in this patch as evidence. Not gonna lie. But anyway, moving on. Last Stand. After spending, this perk is like busted, by the way. It's gonna suck for Twins. It's gonna suck for Knight. It's gonna suck for anybody. But most importantly, the two killers that, you know, let's say I'm playing Macro Knight, something you can't do anymore, by the way. We're gonna get to that later. I'm playing Macro Knight, and my guard downs somebody, but I'm chasing somebody else. So I'm chasing somebody else right now. My guard downs somebody. Yeah, they're just gonna pick themselves up and be perfectly fine in 7 seconds. 7.6 without anything to heal yourself. So the first time I ever read this perk description, I already knew a broken build that you can run with it. Not even knowing about the visual bullcrap you can do. So what people are going to do is they're going to run this perk. They're going to run Unbreakable, maybe Tenacity. That might be overkill, but they're going to run Conviction, Unbreakable, Soul Guard, and whatever else they want to run. And they're going to go down, and their little friend, their little teammate they're playing with is going to run around with a flashlight, and the killer's not going to be able to pick you up, because you're going to be under a pallet too. Do that too. You're going to be under a pallet, and you're going to be unable to be picked up. And then you just pick yourself up, or if the killer picks you up, they get stunned, blinded, whatever, and it's a lose-lose. So, and then if you pick yourself up, you have Soul Guard. So, it's just a lose-lose. What's the killer going to do? Follow you around for 20 seconds. That's what we're supposed to do as killer now? When someone picks themselves up with Conviction, we're supposed to just follow them around for 20 seconds till they fall over? I mean, who's designing this game? Like who thinks about a game where you're supposed to play the killer? You're gonna kill people, right? Oh yeah, you down somebody, but his teammate's gonna save him, so you need to try to get his teammate away, maybe hit his teammate. Oh, but they pick themselves up in 7 seconds, and now I just get to walk behind the survivor for 20 seconds until they fall over. Or maybe I can down them again, but if they have soul guard, I think that's 10 seconds of endurance. So yeah. Not to mention, let's see if you have life. So you're injured, you use your life, the killer eats that exhaustion perk, and you run away, and then the killer downs you, but your teammate's there, and their teammate's cooking their flashlight, and they're under a pallet, so you can't pick the survivor up because they'll get stunned and get away. So the survivor picks themselves up with conviction, which is not a one-time use, by the way. It could be used indefinitely. So the survivor picks themselves up with conviction. You hit them. They have soul guard, so they get away. Then you catch up to them, and they vault. They get life. They run away, and they down themselves somewhere on the map on a pallet because they're not going to just go down. They're not just going to go down randomly in the middle of the map. They're going to go down on purpose somewhere. So they're going to get to a pallet, and then the process repeats. Except this time, the survivor won't pick themselves up in 7 seconds. Who knows? Maybe they will, because maybe you can heal somebody in that time. I don't know, but they're not going to be able to. And then they're just going to down themselves on a pallet, or they down themselves a plot twist and pick themselves up, and they're fully healed. I mean, what are we doing? I haven't even played the PTV. I have not touched the PTV. Just as I didn't download it and play it because I don't see a point. Or I like to stuff hits live or whatever. Maybe I should play it. I don't know. By the looks of it, by what I've seen from people playing it, it is not fun. It is bad. Moving on. Last Stand. After spending 80, 70, 60 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not in chase, when you fast vault, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. Then this perk disables for the rest of the trial. I don't need to tell you why this perk is stupid. The developers are running out of ideas for perks, so we're just giving survivors whatever we can think of. Let's go off the first thing with this perk. So this perk is really stupid. Let's say you're chasing somebody and you're finally going to catch up to them. You're having a mediocre match, right? You're in the middle of the match. You have 2 downs, maybe 3 gens are done. You have 2 downs on 2 different people. Because by the time you have 2 downs on 2 different people, there's either 2 or 3 gens done, no matter what, unless you're having a phenomenal game in the early game. But then you're chasing another person again. Let's say you hook somebody, after someone hooked them, then the other person got unhooked, and you're chasing the other person again. So you've hit them, got the hit on them, they run away, then they dead hard. You hit their dead hard, they vault the window, stuns you, right? Then they run away to an extremely strong tile. So what are we doing here? Whose idea was this? Like we have where the game is in a state where lower tier, this is gonna hurt lower tier killers disproportionately, by the way. The game's in a state where lower tier killers feel like butt to play. They feel terrible to play. And we're just gonna give survivors stuns on window vaults? Like whose idea was that? Like you're just sitting there, you're brainstorming for perks. You're sitting in your little behavior office desk at your desk thinking, what can I add for perks? I have no more ideas. Survivors vault windows, right? Fuck it. They can just stun when they do that now. Why not? Who cares, bro? Why not? Why the not? Why not? It just blows my mind. And I know people are saying, oh, it's once per trial, but that's all you need. Even if you gave old Dead Hard a once per trial basis, that's still enough to completely upend the killer's momentum and just destroy the game. And it's super unfair. Like, it's such an unfair perk. Like, and it just feels like trash too. It just feels like trash to play against. I can almost guarantee it. It's the same. It would be like getting hit by a random head-on, but it's not head-on. It's not somebody setting up a head-on play. It's literally just them vaulting a window, which they do anyway. It's just a free stun. And it's not even at the location you vault, it's where you land. So there's a lot of people that are vaulting from like Garden of Joy, that tall window at the top floor. They vault, they fall all the way down, and it stuns the killer when they land. Stupid. It's dumb. And there's no way of fixing this perk either. Like you can maybe maybe fix conviction if you make it like 50%. I mean, even that's broken because it's not a one-time use. But I feel like this could be a one-time use at 50%, and it would be still ridiculous, but not as ridiculous as picking yourself up in 7 seconds. And then this is ridiculous too. I mean, you're gonna have this up almost all the time. Like, almost all the time. Especially against killers like Wesker, like who have big terror radiuses like that. Any 32 meters as well, you're gonna have it up all the time. The only time I see this not being up all the time is against like Wraith, Ghostface, you know, like anybody that can just drop their terror radius reliably. I mean, even like Chucky can drop his terror radius, but it's not that often, and it's only for a little bit of time. So realistically, like most of the killer, you're gonna have this up all the time, and then like it's gonna disable the rest of the trial after you use it. Like it's not gonna be hard to get this perk up. Like, and it's only if you stun. Like it's only if you stun then it disables. So you can spam vaults and like you can vault and not do anything. Like you don't have to like let's say you have to push another button. Like let's say your vault button is like spacebar or something. You don't have to push V or like B or something else, or like Q, or you don't have to push a different button to do it. It's just vault. So like there's no risk. There's no like I have to activate this before I vault, and then if the killer's there, then I get the stun. Like there's nothing like that. It's legit just vault the window and hope. Anyway, next perk. Michonne's perk seemed way more overpowered, and Rick's perk seemed like nothing. Like he has one useful one. Moving on, we have Teamwork Thrown Down. When you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. This is stupid. I'm not gonna lie, this is really stupid. Like, this is dumb for solo queue because it's never gonna get value. But it's really powerful for Swift. And we're seeing that a lot, aren't we? We're seeing a lot of useless perks for solo queue, and then just like really good perks for Swift. This is gonna be stupid in Swift, and so is this. Like these 3 perks are gonna be stupid for Swift, and you're gonna see them run by every bully squad ever now. Oh god, killer updates. Executioner. Increase punishment of the dam's range to 10 meters was 8. Increase maximum rights of judgment duration to 10 seconds was 5. Increase rights of judgment trail left time to 90 seconds was 75. Decreases rights of judgment movement speed by 4.2 was 4.4. This is actually very noticeable, by the way. I haven't played it, but even just watching it, you can tell that it's a lot slower. The inputs for rights of judgment, punishment of the damned, and sending a survivor to a cage can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. This is a good change. I feel like a lot of killers need stuff like this. Survivors who are rescued from cages now gain 10% haste and endurance for 10 seconds. This is a terrible change, by the way. One of the only things making Pyramid Head higher tier was this. That's it. I mean, was this not being a thing? Like, you still can't use off the record, decisive, everything, and then build point score. No one cares about that. And then all the add-on changes, a lot of them are really stupid. Like, there's one that lets you do, like, 20-meter, like, range attacks. Like, that's really stupid. Let's see. Lead Ring Rework now increases punishment of the dam's range by 25% and increases the width by 25%. This is stupid. Like, 25% and decreases the width by 25%. So it's basically just a precision add-on. Like, you get more range for, like, and it's more precise. Whatever. It's not great, but now increases recharge rate by 10%. That's great. It's a good add-on, actually. Now decreases punishment of the dam's range by 25% and increases its width by 25%. So this is just that, the same, but like reversed. Huh. So if you ran both of these, nothing would change. That's kind of a meme. Copper ring now increases the maximum duration of, okay, 5 seconds was 1. What? Now increases maximum duration of rights of judgment by 5 seconds. 1. So it's gonna keep the trails there longer by 5 more seconds. Now decreases punishment of the damage cooldown by 10%. That's a nice one. Yeah, a lot of these are like really weird. Like the 2 iridescents right here. Now allows punishment of the damage to destroy pallets and unbreakable walls. Increases punishment of the damage cooldown by 20%. This is really stupid because it lets you break pallets and breakable walls like Nemesis. It still hits people, by the way. So if you break the pallet, it will still hit you through the pallet. But it increases its cooldown by 20%. This is not gonna last. It's gonna get nerfed. I guarantee you. Now it decreases the punishment of the dam's range by 50%. Punishment of the dam's range increases by creating rights of judgment trails maximum of 200%. This resets when punishment intends to survivor. So, what you do with this add-on is you walk around the map and you put your trails all over and you max it out, and then you walk around. Let's say undetectable, probably. That's probably more beneficial. So you kick a gem with Trail Torment or Unforeseen or something like that, and then you can hit people from like 20 meters away with this thing. Like, it's really stupid. I have no interest in playing this killer anymore, by the way. Not only because he's my first main, and I played him a lot, and a lot of my matches are really sweaty on him, and I just kind of like playing more fun killers. I don't have fun playing him anymore, personally. But yeah, Clown. Here we go with the Clown rework. I'm going to summarize this for you. Basically, your purple bottles are now useless. The Clown got gutted, by the way. Literally gutted. Like, how do you take a killer that's like B, like C tier, like mostly C tier, or like every tier list you look at, he's like pretty low down there. You take a killer that's C tier and you make him worse. What are we doing? We have killers like Nurse in the game and like Hillbilly in the game that are just like completely stupid and like top 3 killers in the game. And we're gutting Clown? We're skull merchanting Clown? Why? Why are we doing that? So the whole point of this was to encourage yellow bottle use, right? So we want to increase yellow bottle use on Clown players, more the low-level Clown players. So what do? We force you to use yellow bottles. We don't make yellow bottles better and leave the purples alone. No. Not a behavior. Our thought process is to literally force your hand. We will make your alternative useless and give you this instead. Gutting the killer and taking away so much of the skill expression from playing Clown. Like, Clown is probably one of my top 3 favorite killers to play. He's probably like my second main. Like, casual main. Like, not my hardcore main. Like, casual. Like, he was, like, in the standing for my first P100 killer. Like, that's how much I love playing Clown. And I'm sure you know that if you watch my streams, I play Clown a lot. But this is horrible. Like, increased haste effect of Masterpiece Antidote by 12%. 12% was 10. This is a nice buff. You could put that, and it would be fine. Increases the spread of Masterpiece Antidote gas clouds. Terrible. Why? Why would you increase the spread? It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense why you would increase the spread. To make it easier for survivors to get it? Decrease the time it takes for an Afterpiece Antidote gas clouds to activate to 1 second was 2. Another terrible change. There is literally no brain power in setting up your yellow bottles anymore. You just throw it at your feet. Like an idiot. And you just get speed now. Like, Clown gameplay is no longer, let me set up my yellow bottle and set up my purple bottle in a way that guarantees me this hit, and it takes time to set up, and it takes knowledge to know that. No. Now it's stand on one side of the loop, throw the yellow at my feet, and just run at the survivor like an idiot. Because the purple is useless. It doesn't do anything. It's, like, don't even get me started on visual with this thing, because the visual just makes your power even more useless. Before, with current purple bottles, visual is still bad, but this makes it even worse. This makes the purple bottle do like actually nothing. Like, actually, there's no slowdown when you run visual. There's like a teensy bit when you run it without visual and like in PTB mode, but it's really stupid. I just don't understand this. Decrease the hinder effect by Afterpiece Tonic to 12% was 15. This is awful. I don't even need to tell you why. Decrease the hindered effect linger time from after-piece tonic gas clouds to 1 second was 2. And then take 40% of that off with visual. I mean, you're talking about like 0.6 seconds, like half a second pretty much. Increase movement speed while reloading to 2.3. This is an add-on. You can do this with an add-on, by the way. Smelly Inner Souls, you can do it with that. Decrease the time it takes to reload by 2.5 seconds was 3. Another add-on you can do this with. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but you can literally do that. I think it's... I want to say sticky soda bottle, but I might be wrong. The inputs for reloading when charging and throw can now be held, starting the action as soon as it becomes available. Another good change there. Like you could just take this and these two and these three. Okay, let's say you take these 3 changes and you combine it with this top change. Great. Get rid of this though. Get rid of this whole middle section. The increased size, the 1 second activation, the 12%, in the 1 second. Get rid of these, and we're good. We're buffing clown a little bit. Great. And I will not say that this is definitively why, but this is my hunch for why they're gutting purple bottles. They're gutting purple bottles because literally anytime I see any Survivor players on Twitter, Reddit, whatever it is, talking about clown, they're complaining about purple bottles hindering their visibility and causing them motion sickness. It's just accessibility whining for no reason. Like, it's not an actual accessibility thing that they need to have fixed. It's just that they don't like it. They don't like it and they don't want to play against it, so they just want it removed. Like, this is a pattern that I'm seeing with survivors. And I play 50-50. Like, I can pull up on a new tab. Okay, so I will show you. This is my profile. 300 hours in matches on Survivor, 342. 466 in matches on Killer. Like, I'm pretty even. Like, pretty 50-50 when it comes to playing this game. I'm not a Survivor main and I'm not a Killer main. I play both pretty much equally. Let's see, last 30 days. I mean, I'm, again, pretty freaking even. Like, pretty even on this. Like, I'm not one or the other. I don't have crazy hours either. Like, I've been playing since, I think, 2020, maybe 2019. I don't remember. God, I don't remember. I've been playing for, like, probably 5 years, but I don't, like, I don't like play the game consistently. I take breaks. Like, I think everybody should take breaks on this game. But I still, like, have a good grasp on the game, I feel like. I mean, I'm not, like, I think anybody can have an opinion, and I'm welcome to share mine as well. And I don't think my hours in the game, I mean, 800 hours, I don't think that takes away from my opinion at all. Everything I'm thinking about this patch is stuff I hear other people saying as well that are way more experienced than me. Like, even when I was looking at this myself, I had the same conclusions. I mean, most of these are garbage changes. They suck. Like why can't we get pig? Why can't, like, pig? We get pig treatment on the other killers. Night, we're gutting Night, making him so one-dimensional, making clowns so one-dimensional. You want to hear about the Night changes? They're making it so that the standards spawn a lot quicker. Jailer is effectively useless. You cannot use him to do long chases anymore. You have to babysit your guards. You literally need to put a guard down and chase with the guard. You cannot play macro Night, which if you watch me play Night, it's my favorite playstyle for Night. I like multitasking. I like putting a guard in a spot and me being in another spot. I like sending my guard to a generator and having it chase people off while I'm doing something else. I like keeping that information in the back of my mind where I think people would be, and then I go do that. Like, let's just go ahead. Killer, you can see my most played killer is Pyramid Head from when I used to main him. We go down to Clown, my kill rate is 62%. We go to Night, we're at 65. Where's Twins at? Twins, I'm at 75, and I don't have a lot of hours either. But I mean, if you watch my matches, they're like They're not easy matches, in my opinion. Like, my kill rates are pretty decent, I feel, especially if you look at like last 30 days. We're at 70%. I'm mainly playing Ghoul right now because I'm trying to learn PC, trying to play on PC, so my kill rates are probably going down because of that. But Ghoul is just pretty easy to play, I ain't gonna lie. So when I'm trying to learn PC, I play, and like my kill rate on Light the past 30 days is low because again I'm trying to learn PC and I wanted to learn and play Blight on PC. And Dracula is probably my favorite killer to play right now, because anytime I play any of my other killers, it's just a miserable time. But yeah, I mean, I think my Knight, I have pretty decent time on the Knight, and I play him a lot, I feel. At least I think I do. I don't know, maybe I'm trash, I have no idea. But that doesn't matter. This is just an objectively terrible change. Terrible. I don't know about the Oni because I don't play him. All I heard was that this did was make, let's see, increases the demon strike turn rate limit during the opening phase of the attack by 540 degrees while it's disabled. I have no idea because I don't play Oni, but call to arms is now increased patrol length by 4 meters was 10, and path creation is speed by 7% was 16. So this add-on became partially base kit and we gutted the add-on. Standard behavior practice here. But like I was saying, decreased standard spawn time from Jailer was 4 seconds was 10. And Assassin is the same. So the way Jailer worked before was he would chase for longer, that standard would take longer to spawn. And I think what they're trying to get rid of is the 14-second Jailer chase that you could do with some add-ons. I liked to run that. It was kind of fun to do. But now Jailer is effectively just a worse Assassin, because the standard spawns at the same time, so you can't. There's no way to guarantee a long chase with a guard. You can't guarantee someone being occupied with a guard if you need to. Well, you would just default and do Jailer. So a quick rundown of what's the difference between the 3 guards is, because people ask me a lot. So with the Carnifex, you want to use the Carnifex to break pallets and generators and breakable walls. And with the Assassin, he's fast. He's the fastest one in chase. So you want to send him if you want to get a hit on somebody. If you want a more reliable hit on somebody than like you would do with Jailer or Carnifex. And Jailer patrols and chases the longest. So like that's Jailer's point, was to patrol and chase the longest. And now you just can't do that. He probably still patrols longer, I'm sure. But the whole chase is taken away, and you can pretty much pick up the flag instantaneously, which is really stupid. When I saw Knight changes, I wasn't gonna lie, I was hoping for the ability to use my Carnifex to break pallets, generators, whatever, while my other guard was chasing somebody else. So let's say I have my Assassin chasing somebody, and I'm chasing another survivor, and that survivor pre-drops a pallet, like when I'm farther away or whatever, or even just right in front of me, even though they just dropped right in front of me. I physically could not use my Carnifex to break that because it's going to end the chase with another survivor, which is bad. I think that's bad. That doesn't feel nice to play, because you just lose your power if they're chasing somebody else. You can't use a different one. But like it's dead. Like it's bad. Like this is bad. And I don't know why we're going after lower tier killers. Like I thought Pyramid Head was in a good spot. He just needed more interactive add-ons. I don't think he needed a 20-meter punishment. I just think he needed fun add-ons that were good. I don't think this was warranted. I feel. Like I said, I have no interest in playing this killer ever again. Like, I mean maybe, but I just think I just have no interest in playing him anymore. And Clown, same thing. Like, I'm so unmotivated to even play Clown now. Like, I log on to DBD and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play some killer, and I'm just like, I look at the Clown and I'm like, what's the point? He's gonna get gutted anyway. He's gonna get Skull Merchanted, and you guys know that I liked playing Skull Merchant before. I thought she was fun to play, but now she sucks. She got gutted, and now Clown's getting gutted, and now Knight's getting gutted. Knight's dead, Clown's dead. Like, what are we doing, behavior? Moving on, because I can't spend all day talking about this, even though I really wish that I could, because we have a lot of killers that are more problematic than the clown, the knight. I don't know why we gutted two of my mains. I mean, probably knight is probably my number 2, and clown's probably my number 3. I have no solid number 1 main right now. I guess we look at last 30 days and we'll see who it is. It's probably Dark Lord, and that's at 2.7 hours. I mean, as you can see, I spread my playtime around. I don't play just one killer. I like to spread it around. I mean, I would say twins is pretty. I like playing the twins a lot. I mean, I'm super unmotivated to play them because you either get an update where they're just bugged out of their mind, or more anti-slug that just guts your power. I don't know. Fog vials. These fog vials are stupid. Like, one thing I hate about playing killer is flashlight blinds. I just don't like having my vision taken away. I mean, that's like basic thing, right? A basic thing to play the game is you need to be able to freaking see. And half the time not being gone is annoying to me. I don't like it. But we're just going to do that even more with fog vials. And they're not little areas like in the events. No, this is a massive freaking area where you can't see and you can't hear. And that recharges. It's not a one-time use. You can use it over and over and over again, like every 60 seconds with add-ons. Recharges after 70 seconds, but you can use add-ons and make it even less than that. Yep, add-ons. Decreases charge time by 5 seconds. You know, whatever. And then you rework keys, and you make them really stupid. And then don't even get me started on maps, because maps are dumb. You can put down, let's see, where is it? Yep, Crimson Stamp. The killer's aura is revealed within 8 meters of a beam of light. So what my immediate thought was, when I read this the first time, when I was reading this my first time days ago when it came out, because I've been trying to get this video together so that's a little organized. I've been all over the place, I know. Don't fault me for that. I will get better at these style of videos, I promise. But my immediate thought was, when I read this, I was like, people are going to put that down as Shaq and just make Shaq even more miserable than it already is for M1 killers. And what did I look at people's streams, people's videos talking about this? Yup, they're already doing it. Survivors are already putting this down at things like Shaq, at tall walls, at TNLs. You put these down and it just makes the loop useless because it shows you the killer's aura and you can't get mind gamed. It plays itself. It's literally a pocket wiretap that you do not need to earn. Whose idea was this? I don't want to sit here and call the devs stupid for like an hour, which I could. I could go over every reason why I think the developers of this game are probably some of these stupidest people, and I hate saying that too. I'm not like I used to. You can go back to my older videos, my older streams, any of that, and see that I used to be like, oh, I don't like people talk crap about the devs because it's their job, and if you're terrible at your job, you should be fired. And some of these changes are terrible. Like, I'm not saying people need to get fired for nerfing clown. That's probably a little overboard. But I'm saying you probably should be placed on leave or something. Paid leave, because you know behavior has plenty of money. They throw money at spin-off games and the whole nine, and they got money. So take a paid leave. Anyway, jokes aside, if you want to call that a joke, I don't know. I'm losing my mind right now. But then we turn around and we just gut Franklin's demise. Yeah, give survivors 3 new items, essentially, and then gut Franklin's demise. You know they gutted Franklin's demise because they gave survivors a whole bunch of new items, and they want to make sure survivors can have fun, so they gut Franklin's demise and make it absolutely freaking useless. Overwhelming presence sucks. It's terrible. Don't even run it. Hangman's trick increases the aura reading range. This sucks. No one ran it, and no one's gonna run it before. No one's gonna run it at all. Dragon's Grip decreased the cooldown to 30 seconds. That's nice. Not a huge buff, because considering it used to be 40 and now it's 30. Hubris increased the duration as well as effective 30 seconds was 20. Not a big change. Killers are getting crumbs while survivors get the whole damn buffet, whatever. Decrease time it takes to activate by 3, 2, 1. So when I saw somebody who read the thing from a sorry, I'm losing my mind, losing my voice. When I saw someone talking about the thing from like days ago, whatever. Those are the most pointless things, by the way. Those little things that they write and they put like very little information down, and they're like, "Oh, wait to see more information." Those are stupid. Like, stop doing that. Please stop. Because like a couple ones ago, I think it was like the last one or like before that or something. They were talking about artists, and they like reworked several add-ons. I was in a panic. I was like spiraling out of control because artists is like one of my favorite killers to play. I don't play anymore because my MMR is too high. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to sweat every match. But maybe I should just like get good. I don't know. Anyway, I was like spiraling. I was like, oh my god, like what are they doing? Are they nerfing her? Are they buffing her? Is she getting gutted? What's going on? And then they just changed their mind and they were like, never mind, we're not gonna do that. I think that's what happened. I don't remember. I don't pay attention. But golly, like what are we doing? like can we stop doing that? Like, can we stop giving nuggets information to me? Like, yeah, just wait and find out later. Your favorite killer might be getting gutted. You could just sit on that information for a few days. Like, why do those even exist? Can I just ask? Why do those exist? Because y'all bored of The Office? I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to say something here. Oh, man. Survivor perks. Potential energy. No longer requires a minimum time spending required generator. Whatever, fine. Enemies necessary to use time to take pallet. Like, that's fine. Like this is not a crazy buff. The ore of the generator you're repairing no longer has a range limit. That's good. No one's gonna run it. It's not it's good for solo queue, but Swift pointless. Still sight to decrease the time it takes to activate. I don't even know what still sight. What perk is that? I don't know. Build to last. This is broken. Like when people saw like build to last was getting buffed, like getting changed, people were like, oh, it's getting nerfed. No, they freaking buffed build to last. Why did they buff build to last? Because they just gave survivors a poop ton of new stuff to play with. So you got a gut Franklin's demise, buff built to last. What are we doing, behavior? You have a healing meta right now that's out of control, and you've done nothing to change it so far. So far, this update, you've done nothing to change it. You've buffed it by getting rid of Franklin's demise and buffing built to last. You've just made medkits better. You've made all this stuff better. You didn't change anything. And streetwise, the first time you deplete an item with charges, see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. Item with charges, retrieve from chest, have plus 60, 70, 80 charges. Why? Why? Why are we buffing streetwise? Buffing survivor items even more. What are we doing, behavior? Are you even playing your own game? Have you not played Killer the past month and a half? What are we doing? Like, you keep buffing survivor items, and you gut low tier killers, and you buff survivor items. I don't understand what's going on. I literally have no motivation to play this game anymore. I don't understand. Like, I felt alienated before and like totally demotivated to play this game before in the past. But this is probably like one of the worst ones. This is probably one of the worst updates ever. You have like people panicking about kill rates, people saying killer feels hopeless, killer feels powerless, killer feels bad, and you give survivors the smorgasbord and you give killers a kick in the teeth. I'm speechless. I'm so confused about what's going on. I'm not trying to like doom post. I'm not trying to just be so negative, but we have to be for real here. I'm so confused. I genuinely have no idea what goes through the developers' heads when they're like making these changes, especially with the clown and night changes. Like, if any developer, people on the balance team, whatever, even have an inkling in their mind to nerf a killer, buff a killer, change a killer at all, they need to be tasked with freaking homework to play this killer and nothing but this killer for a week, maybe a week. Play this killer and this killer only for a week, and you need to play for like 8 hours a day or something. Maybe not 8 hours a day. That might be too much for you. but maybe a couple hours a day, you gotta sit down and play some clown. You have to play clown. You cannot play anything else. And then you take notes about what things you would change, what things you would make worse, what things you would, make better for survivors playing against the clown, what you would do to make the killer better. Or you could take notes from literal people who play this game and make videos about it. There are so many people who main these killers and have experience on these killers. Like Clown and Knight have Aaron had Clown, and I forget the girl that plays Knight. I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the description. I'll put links to their channels in the description of this video. If any of you want to, see any of these wonderful people that dedicate so much time to these killers and things that I wish I could do, right? I wish I could, do kind of stuff like that and be just a master of these killers and do it. You have so much at your disposal behavior, and you literally gut low tier killers and give survivors giga buffs. What? Built to Last and Streetwise did not have low pick rates. People were using those. I saw them in my matches, and I see them in other people's matches. There was things that were going around like Springtrap patch, the quote unquote infinite Commodious toolbox. We run a Commodious toolbox with double charges. You use Streetwise and Built to Last, and you basically have a Commodious toolbox for every single gen that you can dump into it, pretty much. I'm so confused as to what we're doing. I unfortunately have to cut this video now, and just because I'm losing my mind, this video is way too long, and no one's gonna watch the whole thing. But I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I need to just get a PhD in Dead by Daylight, and then submit my application to be on the balance team or something, because something's gotta change here. Like I said, I don't have crazy freaking hours in this game. But I've been playing consistently. Not consistently, of course. I take month-long breaks from the game. For 5 years. I've been playing this game for 5 years. And I've never seen anything like this. Never. I mean, my matches are I'm not even, if I'm playing... Okay, wait. Statistics. We're gonna go in, ignore my stats, my recent match. I'm trying to learn on PC, so that's why they're all poopy. We're gonna compare. So let's go down. Escape rate 42%. Not great, because if I play Survivor, I'm mostly literally, if I play Survivor, most of the time I'm literally laying back in this chair watching YouTube and playing at the same time. Last 30 days, my escape rate has skyrocketed almost 10%. Not even almost 10%. It's almost in the 50s now. Almost in the 50s. Also, Pete, my longest chase time, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. anyway, it's a 5%. That's not telling, is it? I think it is. I didn't get cracked all of a sudden. I mean, I did P100 Jill, but that makes you a sweat, apparently, according to some killer YouTubers. If you push the P100 button, you instantly become a sweaty survivor. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's not the game. Maybe it's just the fact that I got P100 Jill in the last 30 days. I don't know. And I have a P100 survivor and not a P100 killer. So that tells you where my priorities lie. But I mostly have P100 survivor because survivor's a skin. With killer, I play all the killers. I play every killer. Come on. And I have my favorites. I'm not gonna P100 a killer. I mean, I want to, but I'm scared. I'm scared to P100 a killer because this could happen. I was seriously considering. You can go to my next stream after my P100 Jill, and you can see that I was considering Clown and Knight for my P100s, and they both just got gutted. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I could have dumped all my time into playing these killers and leveling up the P100 just for them to get literally Five Nights at Freddy's sister location scooped. We're just scooping them now. They got sent to the scooping room. I mean, I don't know. I like I said, I got to cut the video short. We're at for 40 minutes, I think. Something like that. But I'll have a more organized video if these changes go live. I'll make an organized video. I'll even write a script, and I will script the video for you guys if you guys like the style of ranty content. I thought about making a second channel called Radiant Rants, but I was like, that's kind of dumb because I'll just post them on here. I don't care. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this whole video. If you did, I am sorry. You got a peek inside my head, and it's just all over the place. It's everywhere. But yeah, I gotta cut this short. Thank you so much for watching.